Islam Dwayne. It is June the 11th, 2020. I'm at Burger King, Islam. Islam Dwayne. Hold on one moment, okay? I'm going to turn around. Turn around the camera. Islam. My video. Hold on one moment. I'm calling Imani. Islam. Hold on. Islam. Hold on. Dwayne Arrington-Bey. Imani didn't pick up, by the way. Islam. No. I told him I was calling Imani, but he wasn't there. How you doing? I'm well. Today is one of the cool days for the past week. Yeah, I'm doing well. I'm on break now, Burger King. I can't stay here long. On the phone, but I was trying to call Imani. I was trying to call Imani because he was going grocery shopping. I was going to stretch out here. I'm going to show you. I used to stretch. I'm going to show you where I used to stretch, or sometimes I used to stretch right about here on my video. When you see it, like right about here, I would stretch. And do deep breathing. I'm at Burger King still. Yeah, it's June the 11th, 2020. And one day, Miss Phillips came outside, the manager, and said someone complained about me stretching. She said someone complained. So I was like, right, you're gonna see where it is. I was like right here, right across from Wendy's. And someone complained. Now we are in the middle. This is recently. We are in the middle of a pandemic of coronavirus, which is dealing with health. And we learned about how those that have a weak immune system are affected the most. So it's important to be healthy. So I couldn't believe someone would complain about someone. I can't remember what she said, but she said. You have to go to the back, but someone complained because I was exercising, or I think she said exercise or stretching or something like that. She didn't say who. Nope, she did not say who complained. But now I just found that so odd. I was like, okay. And plus, not only that we are in the middle of the coronavirus pandemic, but we also, the United States jurisdiction is not considered healthy, according to many places, many nations, not many nations. The jurisdiction is not a nation. So, it's 35 in some statistics. So that's really, really low. When you see that when you know that it's considered a industrialized country. So industrialized, you expect for those that are inside the country or landmass or on the landmass to have education about health, whether it's venereal diseases, viruses, whatever it may be. So physical health, mental health. So I was surprised to see that those on this landmass is not considered to be civilized according to other nations in reference to health. And that means if they're not civilized mentally or physically, that means then how that affects behavior, Islam. So imagine having the science of telepathy, which is distributed to a lot of the population here. and you don't know what they put in the code. Okay, it's right, it's Islam. And you have those that are able to do things unnatural, like have their voice carry in the wind, or use like we are. Yes, like I give testimony, like hearing someone speak and all of a sudden my tablet goes off, like they say brother a lot. We paid, I love you, stay outside and around American extended stay. And your tablet goes off or start beeping, like because if they experiment with animals, giving the code to animals, apes, dogs, and they giving the same code to that look to be human, then that makes sense. So possibly that can contribute to why the mentality of the population is uncivilized. So they having this code which gives them the ability to do things that are not considered common or natural, like carry their voice in the wind, or stalk someone, or force mental engage, attack someone's genitals sexually. I can't tell you, the first time my genitals were attacked in a certain manner, I was earning money here at Burger King. I don't know who was doing it. I'm not accusing anyone, but I was earning money here at Burger King, and I was like, I didn't know what I was experiencing in that matter. And yes, in the public, and it has happened so many times, like it's a normality. This is dealing with spirits, so you're dealing with unclean spirits that are doing this, right? Unclean spirits can be the black, Negro, African American, pale skin, those that speak Spanish. They could be Middle Eastern. If they haven't claimed a nationality or taken an oath or uphold constitutional laws of this country, such as the U.S.A. Constitution of 1787 and the 13th Amendment with 20 sections and all 4 Abraham Lincoln's proclamations, then the United States Navy, Army, and can be used and also demonstrate, if they are, because everything that has life has a spirit, Islam, can be used to cause harm. Yeah. So, one of the things I realized, I noticed sometimes, I would replay my videos, and I would hear, I would hear people say mo. That's not what you were saying, or more. And in order to, you have to be naturalized or claim a nationality, and you consider to be Moorish American. Imani Gray -Bey and I, Ron Arrington-Bey, we did that. We affirmed to uphold these divine laws of freedom. So when I would hear these regulars, like one of the regulars right now is, he's been out here in his car for a little while. On the video, I would say mo and more. I was surprised. I was like, who are they talking about? I've never seen someone that demonstrate they were connected to my Moorish American nation coming to Burger King. Yeah, he's in a red truck right now. And so and they mostly are connected to the Army and the Navy, and or have implied to be in the Army and Navy. So I felt very harassed, because I don't know anyone here, Imani Gray -Bey, and I don't know anyone here personally. So it's like, why is someone saying mo and more? And unless they're in the nation, and then if they're in the nation, I don't know, our Moorish American nation, I have no idea. But all of a sudden, and then plus I'm experiencing, I don't know who's doing it. I don't accuse, but sharp pains in my genitals, my joints. Imani Gray -Bey, we are on a vegan vegetarian diet. We our Moorish American nation encourage health, right? So So I didn't understand why I would hear that word mo, or hear them say mo or more. Even our manager, I had to ask him, Thomas, just I think it was last week. He's been doing this for a while. I heard him do it even yesterday. He was saying mo and mo to the customers. He's a black male, and I was like, finally, I heard him. I would hear him do it all. At first, I thought he would do it so low I couldn't tell, like someone was mumbling. Like I was telling you, here, I thought I heard one of the co-workers, I think her name was Thomas, say he fuck you, but she said it so low and like in an odd way. And first, so that's why I was thinking that I was hearing Thomas say. I didn't know if he was really saying it. Then he started to get more loud with it, literally calling predominantly black customers or African American customers Mo or more. And then the pale skin, I don't know why he's doing it. Finally I asked him last week. I said, "Sir, are you saying Mo and Mo or more?" And he said, man, Mo. I was like, Mo. So what is this good? I was like, why? I don't know what, right? Well, it's just odd behavior. Odd, because, when we first started working here at Burger King or came to Annapolis, I had to call the police because a black male actually tried to, he actually pulled over. I was going to work early in the morning. He kept saying good morning to me, like I supposed to want to respond to him. But you're not supposed to turn around. I'm supposed to stop walking and say, or keep walking and look at him. Like I better look at him and say good morning. That, like he's gonna, so he's pulled next to me, got out of his car. I'm walking to work, and stood approximately 5 feet away from me and start saying good morning. He opened, literally, I don't know him. I don't know. We don't know anyone personally here in Annapolis. So and I called the police and did a police report. Because so why would someone do that? So we're among those that have the call of telepathy, and so they can, and so there's a technology that definitely is dealing with the military where they can carry their voice and stalk or use machinery. For instance, your refrigerator or other machinery or technology, your air conditioner, to carry their voice and stalk. Not only do they mentally invade or mentally invade your thoughts and try to communicate that way, because Imani Gray-Bey and I, Rhonda Arrington-Bey, as Moorish Americans, we claim our nationality, natural divine beings. We reject the code of telepathy. So they can use different technologies to stalk, literally stalk, and carry their voice, so that's in like mumbling, or literally just carry their voice and you hear it. And this definitely is some form of military technique, obviously, or something, because I'm like, how, it's dealing with the code. It's like, how are you able to do such a thing? So what I did is start recording some of the sounds at American Extended Stay that was odd, and I picked up some of the things, and I'm sent it to my Moorish American nation, but I'm going to keep doing it. So if you are dealing with uncivilized thoughts and behavior, because once again, the United States is not considered. You remember I told you, Miss Phyllis said someone complained while I was sitting right. I'm going to on the video. You're going to see I'm pointing towards it now. While I was stretching, which is a form of health. I want to stay healthy. My organs are healthy. We don't smoke. We don't drink. Imani Gray-Bey. Illegal organ selling is a problem in the United States jurisdiction. But so when you are experiencing sharp pains coming from nowhere, you're wondering what's going on. But we don't smoke. We don't drink. We try to exercise and do things to stay healthy, and we eat according to the chemistry of our bodies. Everybody doesn't like to eat certain things or doesn't eat the way this certain way. But when you develop Prophet Noble Drew Ali said, learn yourself. So we learned that vegan vegetarian diets really correlates to the chemistry of our diet, and we are striving to be complete vegans, and exercising works for us, and other things of that nature. So I was, it was like, okay, so I was like, why is someone going to complain when I've been out there so many times stretching and doing and deep breathing? Why would someone complain? But they did, So she told me I had to move on, and I moved over here towards this tree. You're gonna see it. So so I keep hearing someone still saying brother, even like it's so odd when I came into Burger King. So it's the same thing. I don't know if Miss Phillips was really saying it because it was so low. Her voice is so low. It's just like when I didn't know that Thomas was saying Mo until finally, he started really saying it loud, and then he kept. And then when I asked him, he was like going back and forth, Mo man. Then when I came in today, it's like I was hearing like a voice carry, like inside of Burger King, which I've heard several times. It's so odd, it's odd feedback carrying, like, especially when I'm in the bathroom squatting, trying urinating over the toilet stool. It's like a voice carrying, like saying brother or something, like I love you, like a deranged animal sometimes, like literally like a deranged animal. So I've heard this so many times before, and it's so interesting because once again, not everybody that's under the status or term Black African Americans unclean in spirit, or pale skin. Not every, or you could be Moorish American and be unclean in spirit. So not everybody's Moorish American is clean in spirit, or speak Spanish, or that's Middle Eastern. But obviously, when you're dealing with unclean spirits, and then not only that, they are mentally imbalanced, they unstable, they mentally ill, they sick, and they have no problems with trying to rape or encourage rape. Like when I walk by some spirits that usually a lot of them, they look to be, oh, I'm listening. Okay, yeah, that is true. I'm sorry, yeah. Okay, so yeah, you're right. You experienced that too? Well, I was looking on the video at YouTube, and this guy, he was in the Navy or Army or one of the military branches, it could be the Marine. He spoke about telepathy and how he was used as a weapon overseas. He has telepathy, and he was used overseas. I saw that video. Now, yeah, but why would you use that same science on a true American citizen? He was definitely United States. He was saying he was for the foreign. Well, why would you use that same science and behave as a weapon towards a true American citizen on this landmass, Islam? Whether you're trying to molest spiritually, rape spiritually, why would you do such a thing? And manipulate someone's dreams forcefully. Yeah, so exactly. So why would you do such a thing? So let me continue for what I was saying. Hold on one moment. So getting back, so I was like today, like many times I've heard the feedback. Okay. Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, and when it's like a feedback, it's like, where is it coming from? But the Navy is like 2 miles away from Burger King. I didn't know for a long time. So many regulars would sit there. The regulars don't sit there anymore in the dining room because they closed the dining room off since the coronavirus. It's been closed off for months now since the coronavirus pandemic. For a few months now, so no one can go in there and sit. So just recently I started to see some of the regulars start coming around, but now they're starting to open up some of the restaurants again, coming around inside of Burger King. But I wasn't seeing any of them except for maybe 1 or 2 come inside of Burger King. So anyway, so I've been working for Burger. Yeah, so since 2016 of June, and so I couldn't understand. I was like, gosh, they just sit here for hours at a time, and a lot of them will have the Army and the Navy, right, and the Navy. And the Navy emblem, and driving cars saying Army, Navy. Some say some wear Marine stuff. So like, why would they sit there for hours at a time? Yeah, I didn't know, but hey, when you demonstrating, we are taught as Moorish Americans to respect those who are in the military. So when you taught this, you just say, okay, they're using their constitutional right to do so, Islam, right? So that's it. But when they start behaving odd, like, and saying words that was like correlating to what I hear at American Extended Stay in the middle of the night, like 2 a.m., 3 a.m., my refrigerator going off and on, my air conditioning going off and on at odd times. I hear them mumbling like a robot, because we're among those that can do that, like something unnatural. That's when I start to question, like, okay, I hear they saying the same things I hear at American Extended Stay. So I even hear, they walk down the hall going saying Mo and more. Yeah, I have heard that. Yeah, so it's, so that's when I started to question, like, what's going on with that? well, if you're in a constitutional fold and you have taken an oath or affirmed to uphold these divine laws of freedom, then you can't be a slave. So you will respect someone's freedom to not want to be around someone. So if someone doesn't want to know you, doesn't want to befriend you, you would be respectful, because that is a form of freedom. It's like, okay, I mean, she don't have to like me. She don't have to know me. She don't have, I mean, hey, you know, that's no big deal. We coexist. But when you are trying to slave breed an unclean spirit, or you're trying to amalgamate someone with something that's not like them, that's unnatural, then and you're outside of constitutional law. Islam, you're outside of constitutional law. That means something foreign. You are navigating under a foreign jurisdiction. Then possibly you will be used in such a manner. You could be used as a terrorist and mental invasion, physical. I mean, if you are willing to do molest spiritually and mentally, you know they would do it on the physical plane. Islam definitely cause harm on the physical plane. I mean, getting back, sometimes when I walk past some of those that understands a black or African American, it's so odd. I would hear them say things like she's tight, her son, mostly, not, and that's what I was getting back. Now, all these are, so obviously when they start speaking that way, I correlate that to being something's wrong with them. And I used to hear it so many times, and still do. Or they keep saying her son. I was like, why these African Americans, unless they claim a nationality, keep saying her son as I walk by? Well, yeah, especially during this time with Black and Brown Lives Matter. It's so much. I think they're saying there's so much violence towards the Black and Brown people of, you know. So I'm like, that is interesting, right? So it makes you wonder what's really going on, Islam. So anyway, it's June the 11th, 2020. I gotta go, okay? Yeah, no, I didn't ask Miss Phyllis what she was saying, brother or not, but it sounded like it. But it's just like, I just like, I don't know. Yeah, what? Oh, you said rituals? Well, no, I don't know. Oh, why was she? It's just like when you heard her say paid and P. Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, I do know about rituals, because Dwayne Barfield-Bey speaks about rituals. Doing rituals of such things. I know about rituals, yes. And so, so definitely. Okay, Islam, I'll talk to you later, okay? Bye.